Okay, here we are at today's edition of Big D'S Garage. Let's go around and see what's going on over here. Here we have a professional body man at work, I imagine. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Well, hello there, Mr. Big D.
What are you doing there today, son?
Well, we had a sort of a major dent here.
I see.
This quarter panel was over where that quarter panel would be. But as you can see, we pulled it out, and now we're doing final touches. Lock sanded the paint stick after we got it straightened.
I'll have to get down here and get a closer view at this sanding you're doing here. Alright, now what's that little stick doing that paper now?
Well, this, Mr. D, kind of drives everything that's high. And it says it'll cut out the middle, or whatever what you got high, then it'll even it up.
I see.
Which should give you a slick finish.
I see.
Like that right there.
In other words, you're saying that it gets the dent out. Is that what you're saying?
That's correct.
Now, what did you put in that big dent you pulled out there, may I ask?
Well, Mr. D, we put a body filler, or bond filler.
Body filler, okay.
Yeah.
What's that look like?
Well, Mr. D, this is your body filler, bond filler, rather. As you can see, we've installed the whole can
In that one dent?
in this one bin. Which has come out fairly well, being the professional body man that I am.
I see.
It's turned out fairly well. As you can tell, the major dent.
Okay, what do you do if you got a hole all the way through the body now? Do you just cram body filler in it or what?
Sometimes we do that. And sometimes we kind of put metal in, use little fiberglass, which I don't have nothing to show you at this time. But if you can get a closer look, you can see the dark shaded areas, little dips. That's what where the Bondo was high enough to see. And we have this other.
What's that, toothpaste?
We have this toothpaste looking stuff. Apply a little here. This right here will fill up all the little dips that the sander didn't get out.
Now, do you sand that back off, or does the weather wear it off?
Sometimes. You can do it any way you want. You can let the weather wear. Chicken scratch it off.
I see.
Fill up the dark areas. Cover the whole area like a guy's toupee. This right here should get all the little chips and dings and dongs and.
Now, do you have to use the whole tube on that one little spot, or?
No, not on this spot. We don't have to use the whole tube, but in constructing this vehicle, we've used 3 tubes, which we've got hid fairly well with that red primer.
Well, let's walk around and see a hidden spot of this tube of stuff here now.
Give me a finished spot.
See a finished spot.
Well, I'll have to get this.
We are preparing to finish the spot of this here toothpaste looking stuff. Spot putty, I believe it's called. Okay, why are you folding your paper so many times there?
Well, my first intention was to cut out them paper dogs. But as you can see, we're going to use this little palm sander.
Is that a palm sander, or is that a so-called jitterbug?
Call it what you wish. It don't mean much.
Does that thing propel itself, or is there something hooks on that little tit you got hanging out on the back there? Or is that some kind of spaceship from Star Wars? What's your comment?
Actually, they used one of these just like this in Star Wars. They had the little wheels right here on each side here, and this was the cannon from Star Wars. The Ewoks, I believe. The Ewoks, I believe, used that.
Okay, I see.
And there's a fighting on Mark and all them other hoodlums.
Now you're preparing to sand this off here, I guess.
After I prepare and fix my sander,
And then you're going to
and a few not so qualified bottom men with you has messed up.
and then you're going to hide all this with red primer too, huh?
Well, the main thing of doing body work is to hide the ugly. Which in this car, the only way you can do that is to cover the whole car with a tarp.
Now he's talking about this Barracuda that we showed you in the earlier programs here. It's on its way to completion, or maybe a tarp thrown over it, according to what it's hanging beside the diesel. Well, this thing sounds like it's motorized. Get it come on there just for a second. We're going to take a little station break here right now, and then we're going to come back and we're going to see this little thing at work here. That little spaceship type thing. Okay, here we are. Now we're back at the Big D'S garage here, or little Yankee workshop or something. And we're going to attempt to get some of this toothpaste looking putty off this car so we can hide it with the red primer. Okay. You preparing to hook her up now, huh?
Yeah, Big D, we're going to use 180 grit sandpaper on this. Keep them starting up the body the more than we have to, as if you could hurt it.
That's a finer grade, I see.
Yeah, it's very fine. We installed the gadget onto the cannon of the spaceship Ewoks motorized cannon vehicle.
Okay, now he's going to get to work here. I imagine this is some real hard work.
Now, Big D, what we got here, if you can get close-up shots.
Get a close-up here, audience.
Actually, see, we got little chips and dings and dongs and stuff like that right here, which we've already applied the toothpaste looking stuff, as you seen a while ago. And now we're going to sand it. As you can see, Big D, the sander leaves this putty into little chips and holes and dings and dongs and gives you a smooth finish.
I see, and then you hide it with red primer.
Then you hide it with red primer, which really, there ain't nothing under here actually but Bondo. This gets your Bondo chips out.
Okay, folks, I guess that's all on the front end now. I guess we have to move on to some other project. First, we'll take a little station break here and watch this commercial on cookware. Stop! Wait here. Okay, we're back after the commercial here, and I see this fellow here still hard at work, and hey, sir, excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Ain't that a boring job doing that?
Yeah, it's gets kind of frustrating at times.
Well, what do you do when you get all frustrated and just get tired of fooling with that old car?
Well, Mr. Dean, we got a tool called the big hammer.
The big hammer. Let me get a close-up shot of the big hammer.
That weighs about, I'd say a good 5 pounds.
Okay.
Got the sharp points, got the... You have
Had to get a different view of this big hammer. We had a little difficulty in the camera here. That is a pretty good sized hammer, I see. Now, what do you do with that big hammer?
As you can see, I'm getting pretty aggravated
I see.
with this spot play stuff and sand it, sand.
You're getting aggravated, and do you knock a dent in the car or what? Just
Sometimes I do, but then when I calm down, I have to go back over it and refix it. It takes up another couple of days' time.
I see.
But as you can see, I get kind of upset just looking at it and seeing these little spots and stuff. And you get real aggravated.
I see.
And you just want to hit something.
I see. And so you just take the old hammer and just hit it. That's a pretty good size hole you on that windshield now. Is that at the owner's expense or what to repair that?
No, we cover that. I think right now we owe him $1,500.
So that's sort of just a frustration fee there where you, I see.
Yeah. But this is my favorite too. The frustration buster. Frustration buster. We hang that out here, and I have a feeling we'll be needing that again in the next half hour or so. Now we'll resume sanding. We'll fix the windshield tomorrow.
Okay, that's all today on Big D. We'll see you all on the next show. We're continuing this old car. We'll continue this old car. It ain't like this other show, this old house. You know, you can't just beat on the house, knock a big hole in it like that. But I see Mr. Merle here done a pretty good job. Now it's time for the Big D'S Garage show to come on here. And we're going to go back around here and see what's been happening. Okay, here we are now. Today's edition of Big D'S. Going to go in here and see what Cooter's doing here. This lady's finishing up the paint job on this Barracuda that we showed in the earlier programs. The one with a lot of work involved in it. I say there, Cooter, you just now finished her up, I guess, huh?
Big D, yeah, we put the finishing touch on the paint here. We're just trying to get a little shine in. As you can see, it's kind of got a little glow in it here.
I see that.
It's still wet there, just sprayed. We stuck some hubcaps on there and stuff to give it a little look to it. I'd say it looks about 20% better than what it did when it come in here.
You'd say it looks 20% better.
About 20%, yeah.
As you see now, we've moved around the front of this vehicle and the details, the chrome and the headlights hasn't been installed yet because the paint's still wet, I guess. Mr. Cooter, how'd you spray all that car without getting paint on the windshield and the windshield wipers?
Well, actually, Big D, I did. I got a little primer right here. So I believe a little sandpaper, a little scrubbing, it'll come out. And right here, you can see a little paint. If I was getting paid enough, would have done a much better job.
I hear you.
But we can make a lot of money in this deal. A couple thousand or so.
So what you're saying is that you used to give the spray gun that You can just spray the whole car without spraying the windshield?
Well, you ain't supposed to spray the windshield, are you? We spray the windshield, you want to be able to see.
Oh,
We try to keep the paint on the car.
keep it on where it needs it.
And just where it needs it, don't fall straight.
Now, we've moved around to the back of this Barracuda where just finished painting. So you kept the tag plate. Got a custom built tag plate that comes with every paint job that this man does.
Yeah, we,
The real deal.
Big D, we install a tank plate like this. We charge $75 extra for this tank plate. But as you can see, it's got the logo, Big D's Garage. That's you.
Okay. That's a real deal we throw in with a paint job that Cooter does. Okay, Cooter, let's check out the body work we had in the earlier program where you install the whole can of body filler and all that stuff in this one side here. Can you explain that?
Yeah, Big D, as you've seen on the earlier program, we got a couple of candy Bondo on this one side. We got, I believe it's right here, the whole can. I've done such a well job that I can't hardly tell where we worked on it myself. But we got a whole can of Bondo in here. And we used the can. We cut the can open. We adjusted that down here and we populated the can. What's left, we don't like to waste no material here. So we populated the whole can in. And as you can see, we filled that up and worked on it, and it's turned out fairly well.
Turned out fairly well there, folks. Now you have it there. Okay, we'll go around to the... Okay, we've moved around and raised the hood on this car here. We're going to check out and see what it's doing to it. Seems to be scraping some kind of yellowish material off of that. That comes off the spray when you spray cars. And he's painted the inside of the hood very well, considering what it was to be solid Bondo. It turned out pretty good there, the braces and all. So you're doing a lot of scrubbing on that, ain't you?
Yeah, we got a little overspray on this, and I'm walking down the back of the door, I noticed a little paint on the chrome back there. Next time I'm going to try taping it up, and like you suggested there earlier. I figure we might tape it up. Of course, it'll take a little time, but maybe it'll turn out a little better.
Be worth its while.
Maybe.
Okay.
Did you get the hood here with, we sprayed up under the hood, this unit?
I got a little shot of it there a while ago.
Notice we didn't sand nothing to nothing because very time consuming to spray rust, hole, and all.
Yeah, just spray it out.
Hand built hood anyway. We just spray the whole thing. We're done with it.
Okay, you say you painted the trunk like the hood, huh?
Yeah, we paint inside the trunk here too.
We'll walk around. We'll walk around and check this out here. Walk around. Walk around here and see he's got it propped up here because cars like this didn't come equipped with a trunk holder upper.
Big D, if you can get a shot of this at an angle, maybe you can see the waves that's in this hood. I mean, in the trunk here.
Okay, I got the angle on it.
And now, if you notice, if you get the top of here, now this is where the trunk was before we installed a couple of cans of Bondo.
Okay, I'll move around and get a shot of the top now and see what the finishing touch is, which is very good. Turned out very well.
And as you can see, right here is the paint I was talking about. I think you goosed me when I done that.
It must have been when I goosed you. You got paint up on your chrome, didn't you?
Yeah, I usually don't do that. Next time, for safety precaution, I'm going to try taping it up, a little paper on it, or so on.
Well, so this car's about ready to go out the door. When you get your tail lights, your chrome, or is that custom work? That's for the customer.
That's for the customer. We do not do detailing.
Do not do detailing.
We take on apart, loose a few screws, break a couple little pieces of chrome, and we don't like putting it back together. It takes a lot of time, and parts for these old cars are hard to come by. We broke lights, we've, like I said, broke a couple of pieces of chrome stuff, and we just leave that for, we call that detail work. We don't do detailing. If you notice the sign on the door, we come in.
Okay, we'll have to get a picture of that on the next program there, folks. So we're gonna go around, he's cleaning the windshield up here, and just what would you charge a man to do a paint job like this? You got any idea?
But Dave, if you seen the car in the earlier program, if that's how you did, because